Hello, good evening. Very nice to have you here. It's amazing those 2 days for us. I mean, following through this conference that we see this group of people inflating, deflating, inflating again. That's great. Very nice to have you here. We had a full day in the park and it was an amazing experience for 2 reasons. First, because it was a great experiment for us and we had a great Brussels welcoming with a heavy rain. So that was great for a day in the park, but we survived and we had a really nice day and really great networking moments. But of course we have great interventions about the situation in Ukraine, and that was really, really important for us to see how our peers are struggling and what is happening right now for all the creative and cultural communities. But now is the time for this very first physical meetings of the Creative Europe Networks. It is amazing. I'm really happy to see you all here. And I pass the floor actually to Alessandra Luchetti.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, Alessandra.
Thank you.
And you're the head of the department responsible for creativity, citizens, EU values, and joint cooperation with the European Education and Cultural Executive Agency. It's very, very long.
Do not be scared by the title, please. So, in any case, good evening, and thank you very much for this invitation, and I'm really very pleased to be here today with you and to open this event. I'm pleased for 2 reasons. First of all, because I'm asked to open the event, to give it just a few words, to introduce myself, but also because it's the first event that we have a physical event. And for me it's even more important because I only joined the European Education and Culture Executive Agency 1.5 years ago in a complete lockdown, so I didn't even know my colleagues. I started knowing my colleagues only by, remotely with these online meetings and so on. So I'm so pleased to meet you, and let me congratulate you for the successful, because that you had, with your project, because you have been the first network to have been selected within the new MFF, so the new program, Creative Europe program. Now, indeed, my name is Alessandra Luchetti. This is my title. As I say, I joined the agency 1.5 years ago. I was previously head of the Excellent Science Department, the Research Executive Agency, and I'm an agriculture engineering as a background. You may argue, what are you doing here with us? But this is called, let's call it synergies, complementarity, lifelong learning, and so on. So I'm very pleased to be here. What we are doing in the agency, we manage, as you probably know, the Creative Europe program that has increased in its budget, which is a good recognition of the importance of the creative and cultural sectors. And we are also managing, so my department, it manages the Creative Europe program. Of course, the head of unit you know very well, Walter, and also with the support of Barbara from the policy side. The agency is also managing the Erasmus Plus program, the SED program, Citizen Equality, Rights and Values program, and the European Solidarity Corps programs. What do we mean by managing? What we are doing in the agency? So we are basically taking care of the complete life cycle of the project. We publish the call, we evaluate the proposal, we select the proposal. You have been selected, you have been funded, again, congratulations. And of course, we also follow you. We try to support you in any issue, in any problem that you may have with the implementation of your project, because it is in our interest that your project is successful. I'm sure that your project will be successful. We are co-signing a grant agreement, a contract, so it is indeed, we want the project to be successful, and we are there to support you in this important task. But also, we are putting a lot of attention on the results of your projects, because it is very important for us to have your feedback. As we do pass the feedback, we transfer the feedback to the policy, let's say services. In that case, for us, the Director General for the Education and Culture, and to Barbara, because the result of your project will contribute to define or redefine, the different policies that, the different relevant policies. So it is extremely important that we keep in contact. We are always, you are always telling us what you need, what are your needs, what are your issues that you encounter, what you see, because I mean, you are not only, I mean, this number 40, 43 number of cluster, but you are also involved in more and more partners, so you are, acting as a multiplier, so, and for us is extremely important this. So, what I can say more, that I mean, we are here today. First of all, I need to thank my colleagues in the executive agency, and also because I have organized this event together in partnership with the European Creative Hub Network. So I mean, and with Basilio, as he said, voila, with Basilio, and of course with the support as well of the European Commission, with Barbara unit. So I really hope that you are only a few, not all the network that have been selected, but my understanding is that we will have the opportunity to meet all of you in September. So it will be again, let's hope, an opportunity to meet personally all together. So thank you very much again. I really hope you will enjoy. It's very nice to see how, I mean, also your networks can make synergies with the teams linked to this, the initiative of the New European Bauhaus Festival, and I hope that you will enjoy, you have apparently already enjoyed the first part of the day, that you will continue to enjoy all the events, you will enjoy this particular event, and I really hope this will be the first event of a long series of events which will indeed contribute to enhance our collaboration. Thank you very much for your attention.
Grazie Alessandra. I can see a direct link between you being an agricultural engineer because the word culture is in it. So I think you came not from far away, but you're actually part of the family. So for me this is a little bit of a different ballgame, I must say, because I'm a little bit overwhelmed, I must admit. I mean, I'm looking at you and the sky is blue and the leaves are green and some of you are wearing sunglasses, and it's a bit like a family reunion today, at least with some of you or with many of you that I'm very happy to see. And also maybe the opportunity today to make new friends and to meet new people amongst yourselves and also with me and the colleagues from the agency and from the Commission and amongst yourselves. I would like to reiterate, of course, everything that Alessandra said. My name is Barbara Gessler, you see it there for those of you who don't know me. I've been in Walter's position previously, so it's really a family business, this. This is how some of us come a long way together. And I would like to stress 2 points. First of all, I was really very happy to see how many of you have also responded to getting engaged and involved in this particular priority of the Commission, which is the ecological transition, and which is now taking place in those days really full of events linked to the new European Bauhaus. We believe that this is an overarching initiative that really can make a difference. After a while, when we all understood what it's all about, but this stays in this closed room, we saw where it's going, and I think these 2 days are actually showing that it makes a lot of sense, and it's in particular relevant, I think, for the Commission and for us in DG EA particularly, and together, of course, with the agency, to be able to flag how much you already from the sector are actually already thinking about those questions. You know, we didn't have to come search and impose certain topics linked to the digital transformation, the ecological transformation, your contribution to the Green Deal. You came to us already with projects, and you came to us already with your commitment. And I think that's a very important signal that we could also always, and that we have stressed with all the colleagues, always towards those that are working more particularly on the new European Bauhaus. We always said culture has a strong contribution in this respect. On heritage a lot, but also on all the other sectors in culture. And that made us also very proud, because we knew that all the projects that you are doing and all the activities that you are doing, we could just browse through them and see, okay, this is already happening, this is happening. And I think this is really the culmination these days of this collection of good practices that is taking place today. And the second thing that I wanted to say, of course, you know, we're talking about other topics as well. Ecology. Today is a big day in the Parliament. Fit for 55. It's really a big day. So we're really celebrating our fight against climate change, but you're also working on all the other cross-cutting priorities of the Commission. We know that inclusion is a topic for you. We know, of course, how gender equality is a very important topic for you. We know how accessibility and participation in culture is important for you. And so we have been able to work on these topics together, and I think also in the future what we would really like to encourage is that you as networks also work more thematically maybe on certain topics and then maybe make each other grow in an exchange. This is something that we would maybe like to encourage a little bit further in the future. So some of you may have certain specific knowledges on some aspects that the others are maybe lacking. So your big asset, as Alessandra mentioned, being multipliers to so many organizations and also individuals is so rich and so powerful, and I think we need to react this. Personally, in the crisis, and I will not tire to say that, in the crisis, in the Corona crisis, and now of course we're facing a new totally different crisis with Ukraine, where you all are very active already and very concretely actually helping and supporting Ukrainian artists and cultural professionals. But already in COVID, I was not tiring to say how much your feedback was also important to us. That we could come to you and you could tell us this is the impact on the sector, this is what's happening. And we could then go and say this is what we need to develop as a policy, because this is what our networks that are really on the ground, they will gather what people say, what's happening to them. And we could, via you, bring this up to policy and make it a reality that we could hopefully a little bit support you. Maybe not as much as we would have hoped in real practical terms to individuals, but more on a structural level. So I think in this crisis, I think we have been able to show how rich this partnership, if I can call it like that, between Commission, agency and the network really is. And I hope it will continue, I know it will continue on ecology, on the Green Deal, but on all the other cross-cutting priorities that we're also working on. So I wish you a beautiful evening and a nice day, and we also organized the weather, by the way, so we're modest. We're modest. It was very expensive. Yeah, we'll put it on management costs, okay? Managing upwards, it's called. So I learned that term. So, yeah, okay, the weather is not yet a priority that you can tick, but you know, you never know. So yeah, look, stop the nonsense. Thanks a lot, and happy to see you all.